All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol JAGX, Jaguar Health Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So Jaguar Health had a run today. So I did some research, and I was looking around, and I think that this article and also coming up on Robinhood made a major impact on what's going on. But the true reason for the catalyst leading up to where we're at right now, just the fact that it's gone up from like 30 cents to almost $1, it cooled off and it ran up again to almost $1 and it cooled off. And now it just took off from these points is due to the fact of the emergency use of the MYTESI exam, which we see that here. You could see that here. Robinhood penny stock to buy number one. I mean, this is the number one that they're talking about below $1. It currently was below $1. They're bringing up Zoomatica here, and they also bring this one as well, which we might look at in other videos that I might do my best to jump on and take a moment to do videos on and do a chart analysis if I can fit them in and squeeze them in. But right now, Jaguar is definitely on the list, and they received the MYTESI FDA-approved treatment for symptomatic relief of non-infectious diarrhea in adult patients with HIV/AIDS receiving antiretroviral therapy. Yeah, I hope I pronounced that right. But the most important thing is the MYTESI receives FDA-approved treatment. So that is creating that big catalyst. Then they also have some royalty purchase price of future royalties with the MYTESI, which is giving them some revenue as well. And it's just formed this big jump here. I mean, big deal here. And it's just running. Now, I definitely tell every single investor with these penny stocks to be very careful. And especially with a run like this one, you don't see a single red candlestick. There will be some type of pullback. And if it doesn't happen right away, right? We don't see it and the run continues, this levels off and continues in the upward direction, be sure to be ready for some type of pullback, some type of profit taking. It's usually due to the fact of profit taking. It's not uncertainty, it's not fear, and it's not the company that the idea is terrible and this was just, run up and it's out. It's the fact that anyone that's been in around here, their money has multiplied already by 2. And as soon as you see it slightly dipping, unrealized profits are being taken away and some people want to make them realized, either the full position or some of it. So let's pull up here the MACD, what it's showing us. So when you look at the MACD, I mean, this is super big deal here where it's at. When you look at this has ran up tremendously and the green bars have gone up pretty high. Now we're starting to see some light green. This needs to jump back up to dark green. If it starts going in the trajectory of light green, we will see this start to turn around. Now, as long as it stays above the midway point, I mean, everything's pretty well with the MACD, and then the bulls can reappear, and obviously you will see some slight pullback, and then, the bulls can reappear, and you'll see this pull back up. As long as they stay above the midway point from green bars to red bars, and I know these bars I'm about to draw right now are not red, but the red ones face downwards like these over here. So I just want you guys to kind of see it and visualize. Excuse my terrible drawing, but as long as it stays above the midway point, there's always a chance for the bulls to pull back. But if this starts to pull back, you may not see it right away in the chart, but it will be coming soon and it will start to have a slight dip, and that'll be probably just profit taking. We need to see how much it goes back, and if it continues the green bars and it goes from light bars into dark green and it continues to pull up, I mean, this is on a tremendous run, and this is definitely a rocket. The more you zoom out, the more it looks like a rocket. This is literally a straight up shot. There's no sideways movement here or slight upward momentum. I mean, the more you zoom in, it kind of goes sideways. But man, when you zoom out, that is a straight up shot, literally. So big deal here with this stock. Big news, and congratulations to those of you that took a hold or a position here or has actually cashed out some of your profits. I look forward to seeing what you guys are holding, how you guys feel, what are you guys thinking for tomorrow? Could you believe this? And what is it that you're looking for moving forward for this catalyst to hold itself up and continue this momentum? So we got some things to look at here, and I'm going to move this support level a few times. So I want every single investor to be aware and stay tuned for this, because we got some different points to look at. So the 50-day moving average here is 98.94. Can't land exactly on it. It jumps to 92, but it's 98.94 to be exact. If that gets crossed, this could be on its way down to newer lows and ending up in bearish territory. The next support level after the 50-day moving average would be 83.92. You can write that down to see the behavior between the 50-day moving average and that support level of 83.92 to see if the bulls are trying to reappear or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast deeper into bearish territory. But before worrying about any of those numbers, we have some support levels to look at. So resistance is important. We're going to look at that in just a moment. That's the highest point we've seen this stock reach. It's currently sitting at around $1.97 to the 50th hundreds place, or 97.50, just to say it like that. But right now, there are some important things here. So I want to look at a midway point here. And the midway point that I would use would be up here at this point right here. $1.64 or 64.59 to be exact. This point right here is a midway point between resistance and the support that I just looked at here, which is one of the states where you could see this kind of leveled off before the run continued, and the bears were trying to reappear here before it continued to run. And then we have this point here. Very important to keep it in mind. I would just round it down to 164 if you want to round it up to 165. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. But this is a nice midway point here to see how this is reacting, if the bulls can rebound from there and bring it back up, if the bears tear towards it. And if they tear through it, you want to then watch between that point and this support level down here at 128.02. And if you want to round that down to 128, you're more than welcome to. You have that point to see how quickly is it moving back down, or will the bulls reappear before it continues to work its way down to this support before even getting to the 50-day moving average. You want to dissect this as much as possible because this was very volatile. There's not much room to see where the bears were trying to dominate. So you kind of want to dissect it to see how it's reacting within these levels and where the bulls start to reappear and strengthen up to bring it back up, unless the bears are tearing this one down. So you want to watch the behavior between those levels. Now, if 128 gets broken through, you have a small window between the support and the 50-day moving average to see if the bulls have a last chance to bring this back up before it gets torn down into bearish territory. Very important to watch. Now, the resistance is 212.26 to be exact, or $2.12. Like I like to round down or up depending on what I'm seeing. So 212.26 to be exact is the resistance level and needs to be broken through. The bulls need to break through that to continue this momentum, this straight up shot that they got here, and to continue to reach newer highs and pull further away from the 50-day moving average to break through new resistance levels and work their way up deeper into bullish territory and continue the rally. So I want every single investor to be aware of that. 212.26 needs to be broken through by the bulls and turn into a support. I personally believe that the MYTESI catalyst has a lot to do with this, and a lot more investors have become aware of this stock due to the fact of the Robinhood penny stocks to buy in this article. And I can imagine this popped up in different areas, and there's probably more articles on Robinhood or anywhere talking about how this is a penny stock to buy, and I believe that that had some catalyst to do with the great news of what's going on. I want every single investor, though, to be aware and be prepared to watch this very closely if it does not break through resistance, and if it breaks through it, how quickly does it break right back down through it if it can't hold it up as a support, and how the stock is reacting within these levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.